pretrial to determine if the estate of Dee Ann Warner can move forward with a petition to declare her legally dead was held today, and albeit delayed over 60 minutes, a verdict was reached at the Rex B. Martin Judicial Building. No cameras were allowed in the hearing room. Dale Warner, husband of Dee, was not present. He was represented by his attorney, Larry Lieb. The first bump in the road was the deficiencies in the amended petition. Only one child and beneficiary of Dee's was notified. A 5-minute recess was called by Dee Ann Warner estate attorney Todd Flood. It was then Amber Million, daughter of Dee, Timothy Bach, son of Dee, and Zach Bach, another son of Dee, waived their right to servage on the stand. Later, Lieb objected to Flood's claim of Dee being dead, saying that everyone was present in the name of the initial petition filed by a former attorney of Dee's estate. The judge overruled that objection in the name of moving forward. Lieb said today, quote, "We shouldn't even be here." Sala told him to take a seat as he complained the estate had met their burden of proof. Flood went on to say, quote, "We are now moving under the correct statute of circumstantial evidence of death." He added, quote, "Dee Ann Warner was not the victim of a catastrophe or disaster." He says circumstantial evidence shows she's dead because she was the sole caretaker of a young daughter, along with there being no evidence of travel by way of facial recognition. Judge Catherine Sala then snarked about Lee being passionate about responding due to his refusal to give up opportunities to speak during today's pretrial. Both sides were ordered to produce a witness list, and Lieb claims that Flood produced a list of 50 names, but without addresses. He did say, however, that he believes Flood is a, quote, "very competent attorney." Lieb said that the theory shared by Dale's side of the dispute is, quote, "Warner chose to leave the community." He even accused Zach Bach, one of Dee's sons, and another associate of assisting Warner and misappropriating hundreds of thousands of dollars, saying, quote, "We don't believe that she's deceased at all," adding that he believes she'll, quote, "come back." Tears were shed by family members at this claim. And it was after breaking for lunch, Judge Sala issued her opinion. No jury trial will be held, next week at least. The trial will be held June 20th and 21st, with a new pretrial to take place May 12th. So what happened?
There was a last-minute amended petition filed, which needed to be filed to make sure we were operating under the correct statute, basically. So a couple of things then happened. The judge did accept that pleading, which is good. We don't have to worry about some of the flaws that were in the original complaint, or petition rather. But because of that, there's a different statute that we now have to operate under, and it has different notice requirements.
I talked with family friend Catherine Adams earlier, who described the challenges that could arise in selecting a jury.
I think it's going to be kind of tough. I mean, I've lived here my whole life. I mean, there are people that might not know about this. So, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping that they can find a jury. I guess we'll find out.
Lieb told me by phone that the reason his client was not present at today's pretrial was, quote, Dale was spending some much-needed time with his daughter. Warner has been missing since April of 2021, and it was 7 months ago when Michigan State Police took over the case. Reporting in Adrian, Michigan, I'm Jaden Jefferson.